Swindon Live and Local with Sean and Stu. Witty, intelligent and insightful are some of the many words that have been used. About other presenters.
So welcome back to the second hour of Swindon Live and Local here on Swindon 105.5. So coming up in the second hour we have an interview with 10 Sheds, well, Matt Millership from 10 Sheds, and a couple of songs from them. Another interview regarding the Swindon Fringe. Sean spoke to Max Brandt, who is the artistic director of Theatre Hub, a Torquay-based production company, about their production Dominion. And of course we have lots more music from locally associated bands. Am I saying that right, Sean? Locally associated bands?
However you feel it's right for you to say.
Okay. Well, I never quite know how to say it because they're not always local bands per se, are they?
No, locally associated is good. Yeah, we like to support the local music scene, don't we? Swindonish, Wiltshire-ish. You know, bands that have played here, bands that are coming to play here, bands that have been on the M4 some stage, driving past to Bristol or somewhere, and I like the music, so we play it. That sort of association will do, really. And if they live in Swindon, it's even better.
Okay. Well, because we didn't have a chance to hear it at the end of the first hour again, let's have a listen again to this week's Mystery Voice.
Bond. James Bond.
See, that's very short.
It is short.
That is very short.
You're struggling with it. I know. We've got. It was an actor. I said Welsh, but I might be wrong there. There might be. I might have got that bit wrong. I'm sorry. That might have been. I think that's put you off the scent, isn't it?
No, I'm wondering. I did wonder if he was perhaps Indian.
Well, I know for the untrained ear, there is a similarity there, isn't there? I know some people feel insulted by it. I don't know which end it is, but no, it's either. I must say, it's actually neither.
Oh,
he's
right.
neither.
Okay,
no, it's neither.
Okay.
But if you get any idea with who the actor is, for the extra bonus point. Can you think of a film he might have been in?
Well, I'd have to get the actor first. That's the.
He's known. Well, he's not singing. He's not a singer. No, yes, I think he might have sung actually sometime in the past. He's been in some films. Other people. He's famous. Well, sort of famous, really.
You're not making this very easy for me.
I'm struggling myself, see, because I can't really know much about him or what else he's done or where he's from. All I know is he's a male actor. That's about all I can say. Really.
Okay, I'm normally pretty good with the actors, but this one's got me quite stumped. I think you're just trying to challenge me.
The idea. I'll put my hands up. This one's obscure, isn't it? Is that the word?
Okay, yeah. Well, obscure is definitely a word. So yeah, right. Well, I have a bit of a think about that. Let's go to another song now. This time from the Illustrations, a few years old, this one. But this song is called 18th Century Romantic Poets. was 18th century romantic poets from the Illustrations. Now, Sean, turning to you again for this week's music medley montage. I really am. I need help, basically. I know I say this every week, but this is.
I don't know what if you know there, but you just in that when you said you were looking for, you've actually you sort of given yourself a bit of an answer, then you don't realise it.
Oh.
Yeah, you have. You partly gave yourself an answer there, and you didn't realise it. I can't tell you how now. Oh. That would be spoiling it. That would be spoiling it, yeah.
Oh, crikey. I'm replaying what I've said, but no. That's
okay. Well, I'll tell you what, then. What we need to do then, I got a feeling those, what I thought were obvious clues, obviously weren't obviously no. I think we need to in fact, changing the mind, the way the mind thinks, and just putting it on a different sort of plane, really. I think the best way to do that is give my cryptic clues.
Okay.
Cryptic. So these, well, I say cryptic. They're well, it's up to you whether they think they're cryptic. All right, a clue for the first one.
Right.
A parrot slipped its anchor. Say hello from mother.
Oh.
From mother.
Right.
Second one. It's an academic Rubicon, so let's cross. Sinking in now, isn't it? It's sinking in.
Yes, now that makes more sense.
Here's a third one. Happiness from the plantation of life, near Swindon.
Near
Swindon, yeah.
Yep.
And then stepping into blank, so you have to fill in the space. Stepping into blank, an excess of void.
An excess of void. Right. Okay.
And the fifth one, I'm not sure. This might be a bit too deep. This one. The Romans considered this with or without flanging.
With or without flanging?
Yeah,
yes.
It's not just with flanging or without, it's with or without. The key word is or there.
With or without. Yes. Now that helps enormously.
And as you put, as you were asking earlier, is it 10 points or there is only 8 points?
8 points
because
available.
There's a bit of doubling up in
yes.
2 bits of doubling up in some respects there, really.
Oh.
So.
Well, thanks to your cryptic clues, I'm going to be very now. As you know, I do rubbish at this normally. I'm going to say I think because of your cryptic clues. I mean, your earlier clues threw me, but now I'm a confident 7 or 8 now.
Running on gas now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's have a listen because I think just so those cryptic clues don't disappear out of our listeners' minds.
No, but let's hear it again.
People say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down.
Golden brown, fine a temptress. Through the ages she's heading west. From far away, stays for a day. Never a frown with golden brown. And after all, you're my just anybody. Help! You know I need someone. Help!
So those clues, yes, they definitely helped me. So thank you for that. Now coming up to Cirencester, playing the King's Head Brewery this coming Friday on the 11th is 10 Sheds, and Sean spoke recently with Matt Millership, so we're going to go to an interview there. But first of all, let's hear a song from them. This is Framed for Glory by 10 Sheds.
Praying for glory, even got the key to sold the land. Ain't no dream when you're letting go. No same, no dream of mine, no dream of mine. But it's not easy when you're growing older. Ain't got time left on your side. It's not easy when you're going nowhere. Ain't got time left hard to find. And all the times are deceiving you, and your memories are just leaving you. And it's time, oh it's time. Down the stairs, stand on the pole, stare at my ski. 1340 red with flames, even got my own private plane. Ain't no dream when you're letting go. No mistake, no dream of mine, no dream of mine. But it's not easy when you're growing older. Ain't got time left on your side. It's not easy when you're going nowhere. Ain't got time left hard to bind. And all the times are deceiving you, and your memories are just leaving you. And it's time, oh it's time. Ain't no dream when you're letting go. No mistake, no dream of mine, no dream of mine. But it's not easy when you're growing older. Ain't got time left on your side. It's not easy when you're going nowhere. Ain't got time left hard to bind. And all the times are deceiving you, and your memories are just leaving you. And it's time, oh it's time. It's not easy when you're growing older. Ain't got time left on your side. It's not easy when you're going nowhere. Ain't got time left hard to find. And all the times are just leaving you, and your memories are deceiving you. And it's time, oh it's time.
Well, here I'm on the phone today with Matt Millership from 10 Sheds, who's coming down to do a gig, well, just up the road from us, really, up in Cirencester at Brewery Blues. But, well, you just come back from quite a big tour in Europe, haven't you, really?
Yeah, literally got off the plane about 12 hours ago and been on the road with Jim Jones and the Righteous Mind for 12 shows in 12 days through France and Spain, so it's been a bit hectic of late.
Now, when you come down to Cirencester, you're coming down from, well, it's up in, is it Halifax, Yorkshire, is that where you are?
Yeah, that's where I'm based at the moment, just in West Yorkshire, yeah. Recently moved from Brighton for a change of scenery, you know.
Well, tell us a bit about the music. In fact, your last album sort of gives us a bit of a flavour for what you are, really, the dandy punk prince.
Yeah, kind of. It's a drum and piano setup. It's just the two of us at the moment. call it 21st century blues, like a sort of modern twist on sort of a blues formula. And it's kind of heavier and a bit darker lyrically and kind of upbeat. So it's kind of, like a recent review likened it to sort of the White Stripes meets Nick Cave by a Tom Waits kind of thing. In somewhere within that pool.
And is that your musical background? Is that what you grew up listening to? What got your interest in music?
Not really. I kind of grew up listening to rock and roll, sort of Elvis and Buddy Holly, and I kind of moved into folk and stuff, sort of Dylan and stuff. So the sort of Tom Waits tag and the Nick Cave thing is never really anything I've kind of listened to a lot when I was growing up, but I kind of forced into by association now. So.
And how much music is out there? How many releases have you had so far?
I've had two official album releases. This latest one, the Dandy Punk Prince, and one from 2011 called Crazy Beautiful. And way back in 2009 there was an EP, and then actually did a self-release about 8 or 9 years ago called Clockwork, where I just wanted to put something together, and I moved myself into a barn and spent like 2 months recording, and I just released it. So I guess there's 3 albums in total and one EP. So.
And when you are on stage, I think your presentation is sort of key to what you do as well, really. Is that right?
Yeah, it seems to be. I like sort of to throw a theatrical edge in there, and because of course I'm stuck behind the piano most of the time, so we kind of have like that sort of stage sort of presence with our sort of stage wear and stuff, and just try and make it visual as well as something to listen to and something to look at.
And so, what is the future? So you're coming down here on the 11th of March, but do you have anything planned for later in the spring or in the summer?
Yeah, I mean, literally got a few dates dotted around March and April, and then May we're hoping for like a UK tour to try and spend sort of maybe 2 or 3 weeks on the road and carry on that through the summer, and just get on the road as much as possible, really.
And after that, do you have any more recording plans, or are you one of these people that as soon as you sit at the piano, a new tune just seems to flow out of you?
I kind of sit at the piano. I seem to write more than I can possibly record, but I mean, this record's only been out sort of 3-4 months now, so I'll sort of push this one for as far as I possibly can, and hopefully next year get back in the studio and work on a new record and sort of try and keep them coming every couple of years, I suppose.
That's great. That sounds. It sounds like there's a lot bubbling there. So thanks very much for chatting to us today. Really appreciate that, and good luck with the gig at Brewery Blues on the 11th of this Friday.
Yes, it sure is, Sean.
Brilliant. Thank you. But I spoke too soon.
So that was 10 Sheds and the song Shooting Myself. Before that, Sean was speaking to Matt Millership. And of course, you can see 10 Sheds at the King's Head Brewery Blues in Cirencester on Friday, the 11th of March.
I'd love to go and see them. I really will. Unfortunately, I'm going to be away that day. I'm over in Bathway. But they're. I've seen some of the photographs of the albums and whatever, and I love his sense of dress. Because the name of his album is the Punk of Prince. Oh dear, I've got it wrong.
Prince of Punk?
Prince of Punk, or something like that. I should know that. I'm sorry. Sorry, really sorry for that. But he dresses in that sort of like almost steampunky way.
Oh, right.
It's got a really like a steampunk, like a Victorian gentleman, but with a punky twist to it. That sort of feel to it. I like all that sort of.
The way you've described that puts me in mind of Adamant.
I think theatrical is a word. Yeah, it's definitely very theatrical in that respect. Yeah, it's got a flavour for that. And I would love to go and see him play, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be around. It's a great shame. It's a great shame.
Okay, well, speaking of theatrical, Sean again spoke to someone else who's got a Swindon Fringe performance coming up. Max Brandt is the artistic director from Theatre Hub, who are a Torquay-based company, and they've got their production Dominion coming up on the 8th of April at Mecca, I believe, as part of the Swindon Fringe. So Sean started the interview asking Max about when the play was developed.
It's called Dominion. I wrote it 4 or 5 years ago now. We've already had one performance 3 or 4 years ago, and it's been developed and tweaked and played with. It's due to be published in the next couple of weeks, actually, by a local publishing house called Magic Oxygen, and we're touring that in support of the publication, obviously.
Mm-hmm. So what's the
also we're supporting breast cancer care with the productions that we're doing and with the publication. The story, it is at its heart, I suppose, a love story. The fact that the lead female character, Siobhan, is suffering from cancer, it's sort of a byblow, really. It's about the relationship and what major upsets can cause within a relationship. She decides that she's going to try and find her husband, Eddie, a new partner by way of trawling through the Lonely Hearts ads.
So she's sort of looking to the future, thinking, when I'm gone, I want someone there to take care of my husband.
Basically, yes. He obviously, when he finds out about it, he's not quite so enthusiastic, shall we say. Mm-hmm. She has a conversation, or several conversations throughout the play, with another character there called the Man, the only name he has, and only she can see him. And as to who he is, or what he is, or why he's there, that's something that's resolved, we hope, by the end of the play.
But that you allow the audience to put an interpretation on his role, do you?
Pretty much, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
So this production we're going to be seeing here in Swindon, at the Swindon Fringe on the 8th of April, Dominion. What's the gestation and the development been then for the production?
And then we had some technical problems, and to start a little bit of the interview again, hence why the sound quality has altered somewhat.
Written about 5 years ago. We produced it with an amateur company that we're involved with down in Dartmouth. And when you see it up there live and you're rehearsing it, it's a process whereby the actors make suggestions and I make suggestions, and we change it here, change it there, redo the script here and there, and then it's lay as some things do for a wee while. And then Jane and I started Theatre Hub, and we decided that we'd resurrect the play.
It's always nice to name check people. Who else is going to be involved with you in this production then?
Let me see. We have got, well, there's obviously myself, but my role in terms of the production is minor. I shall be taking care of props and stage management and things like that. My wife, Jane, is directing. There's Carly Barnes, James Osben, who is playing her husband, Eddie. The nurse that comes crashing into their lives is Holly, and she's played by Claire Purdy. There's the man that only Siobhan can see, played by Tim Goodwin. There's Eddie's best mate, Ken, who's played by James Stannard. And then there's the original nurse that they have a row with, who's called Kelly, played by a lady called Apple Taylor.
So just remind people again, when can people get to see this as part of the Fringe?
We're down there on the 8th of April at the MECA, and we're playing in tandem with a piece called Lady Killers.
Well, thanks very much for chatting to us today, and I hope it all goes well on the 8th of April.
Well, thank you very much for giving us a call. It's much appreciated.
So that was Max Brandt talking to Sean there about their production of Dominion at the Swindon Fringe on the 8th of April at Swindon Mecca.
And coming up, well, a bit of advance notice really for the summer is the Cirencester Phoenix Festival. You think, why is he talking about that now? It's a bit early, isn't it? But they've got a mini Phoenix, sort of promotional event really, I suppose the best way of describing it, coming up on the 25th of March at the Marlborough Arms in Cirencester. There's going to be about 7 or 8 bands playing there, and a bit of comedy as well. And it starts from 1 p.m. during the 25th of March. Oh, that's Good Friday, of course. Oh, that date reminds you something, of course. It's the Passion Play that day. I knew why that date was significant.
There's a reason you can't make it.
There's a reason I can't make it. Yes, of course there is, yeah. But anyway, the 25th of March, if you're in Cirencester and you want to go and see a lot of good music, go along to the Marlborough Arms where they're promoting the Phoenix Festival. And we've got a couple of tracks from a couple of bands playing. We're opening up here. This is Rise from the Dirty Smooth, who are on during the day.
City on a sleeve. You don't have to take a picture or painting Broadway as she please. They have plans to make her pretty, a stepping stone to other creeds. She won't look beyond the mirror, a line of confidence believes. Is it all you'll ever be? Is it all you'll ever see? Is it all you'll ever be? Is it all you'll ever see? What you doing with your life? What you doing with your life? The stars won't always shine for you and I to trust. We must rise up from the dust. Living in the wreckage, that's no place a prince should be. Turn the hands of my own fortunes. One day this prince will lead. She won't know my name inside, forever to leave. She has vanished all the demons, 'cause they're Saturn next to me. Is it all you'll ever be? Is it all you'll ever see? Is it all you'll ever be? Is it all you'll ever see? What you doing with your life? What you doing with your life? The stars won't always shine for you and I to trust. We must rise up from the dust. Is it all you'll ever be? Is it all you'll ever see? Is it all you'll ever be? Is it all you'll from the dust.
Don't look down, just let go. Where we land, heaven knows. Oh, quiet, dead and gone. Fall out, your work is done. So don't look now, here it comes, to the sound of shattered nerves. Oh, quiet, dead and gone. Fall out, your work is done. Don't ask where the trail leads. Don't ask why, you just can't see. Oh, quiet, dead and gone. Fall out, your work is done. Crawl away and pray the dust will settle on your victory march. Now the clocks have stopped, we can at last turn back to the So meet me when the end begins. Just suppose that no one wins. Oh, quiet, dead and gone. Fall out, your work is done. Work is done.
Familiars there from, well, they are a Cirencester band, and they're going to be playing at the Cirencester Phoenix Festival, the Marlborough Arms, 25th of March, all from 1 p.m. It's going to be a good day, that. It's going to be a great day down there in Cirencester.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I think it's time now to put everyone out of our misery on this week's incredibly difficult music medley.
I put my hands up to that. I think I made it too hard for you this week. Did you get anywhere with any of my? I got a feeling my cryptic clues.
Your cryptic clues really did actually made a huge difference to me. Like I say, I'm a confident sort of 7 or 8 now.
7 or 8.
But your first lot of clues.
Right, well, the problem was there wasn't much in the actual snippets of the songs, were there? That's what usually
they were quite short.
Usually, it's the key part of the song, like that intro riff or something that really. Oh yeah, it's so and so. This time, I just chose like the middle bits and the outros and like the drum solos, which just.
That's
threw you, really,
why it threw me. Yes. Okay.
And there's a harpsichord solo in one of them as well. Although I think you might get lost. It's a psychedelic version, so I got lost there.
Okay, I'm not familiar with harpsichords. So we're going to hear the medley again now.
Go on. Yeah, and then one of us can give out the answers afterwards.
Okay, well I can try. But let's hear the medley though.
monkey around. We're too busy singing to put anybody down.
Golden brown, fine a temptress. Through the ages she's heading west. From far away, stays for a day. Never a frown with golden brown.
And after all, you're my wonderwall. Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help! You know I need someone.
Oh, wow, okay. I knew it was difficult. I'm going to go through them with you one at a time.
Oh, yes, please.
Because I knew that. Well, having said that, did you get? I think did you get the first one? I got a feeling you might have got the first one.
The first one, I've got a sneaking suspicion that was one of the Beatles songs.
Ah, yeah, you're spot on.
Oh, I got that one right. Okay. A little bit obscure for me, but so I'm quite pleased with that.
The song was it? I mean, there wasn't much in the. What do you reckon the song's called?
I think it's that one. I want to hold your hand.
Yeah. Well, the clue was need, touch, body parts. I want, need, touch, hold, your hand, body parts.
Right.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Good. All right, and the second one, then, what do you reckon with that one? Then do you?
Now,
clue was primates.
Now that did throw me a little bit, but I'm going to go with the Monkees.
Oh, hairy man, hairy.
And if I'm right, that's both the song and the artist.
You're cooking and gas again, aren't you?
I'm really impressing myself this week.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, the third one. Now, I got that it was. I think. Well, I'm saying I was sounding confident. I think it was Golden Brown.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit lost as to.
Well, the clue. I'll just give you the clue was killing by squeezing the throat.
And I'm trying to think throttle or garrot.
The garrotters, the throttlers.
Then it's not quite. No.
The stranglers.
Who?
Oh no! All right, never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Men in Black they were, but don't worry about it.
Oh right, okay. The fourth one. Now I know your clue was a swimming pool in Swindon, and I was thinking Gorse Hill sort of way.
It's not a particularly famous swimming pool, though, is it?
There is if you live in Gorse Hill.
Well, I suppose there is. Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't think there is a swimming pool in Gorse Hill, but
it'd be very famous if there was one, then, wouldn't it?
But what would that be? The Oasis.
Ah. So if you got the name Oasis for the swimming pool, what band does that lead you to think what the name of the band is then?
Is that not the name of the
Yeah, you're right.
Rolling Stones?
No, wrong decade.
Okay.
A bit like yourself, really.
Oh, thanks. None taken.
Okay. All right.
What was the band then?
That was Oasis.
Oh, they're the band.
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay.
What was the song then?
Well, a special divide often made of bricks or stone.
Wonder Bread. Wonder Woman.
Very wall.
Wall. Okay.
We were really struggling there. You started off quite well, didn't you? But you lost it there.
I did. This story of my life.
The last one. Now, I got a feeling you were humming to that one almost, really. So I think you might even know it.
Yes. Yeah.
A Plea for Assistance.
Again, it's that really obscure band. Same band, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But the song Plea for Assistance, that was Help. No, I know that because I asked for that here a lot.
You did. In fact, you kept saying a couple of times, I need some help and making me understand, get these. I said, you don't realise, but you've sort of answered the question there.
Did I? And now, right, okay.
Bigger Than Wings?
Bigger Than Wings, well, yeah.
Who's Bigger Than Wings? I mean, obviously not bigger than Shwaddy Waddy, I'll give you that.
Well, I know the Beatles had a bit of a go at trying to be as big as Wings.
You got it then, haven't you? You got it.
Have I?
Well,
right.
They were Bigger Than Wings.
Were they?
Okay.
Sort of,
okay.
Yeah. I'll bow to your superior musical knowledge.
There you go.
on
there
that
you go.
one.
5 answers. I Want to Hold Your Hand, Beatles, theme from the Monkees, Golden Brown, Stranglers, Wonderwall, Oasis, Help, the Beatles again.
Okay, well, let's put everyone out their misery for this week's Mystery Voice, but first of all, let's hear it again just to remind people.
Bond. James Bond.
So there we are. I couldn't quite make out what he's saying there, so... but you say he's an actor. I'm normally pretty good with the actors, but...
He's an actor. Actually, you're looking partly at him in some respect. In name-wise, you're looking at him. Looking at him.
Okay. No, no, I'm going to admit defeat on this one.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Sean...
Oh, short, as in short, right? Okay, Sean.
Connery.
Sean Connery.
Have you heard of him?
Is he an actor then?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I thought if you'd have got that, you'd have got the next part. What sort of films has he been in?
Film? Yeah. Well, no, I've not heard of him.
Actually, I must admit, this one slipped through the net. There is a clue, actually, in what he's talking about.
Is there?
Yeah. He actually said.
Okay.
Bond. James Bond.
Okay. So one of the films James something.
He played a character. Yeah.
Jim. Okay.
Well, I can't. I've lost interest there.
Okay.
I've lost interest in that.
Well, let's hear it again. So see if that makes a little bit more sense.
Bond. James Bond.
I think I can hear it now.
I think it's the music in the background that was
It
helping,
is.
really, wasn't it?
Well, or distracting me, one or the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sean Connery. Okay, let's go to another track now. This is going to be "It'll Be Alright" from the incredible Disappearing Boy, who are playing the Vic on Monday, the 28th of March, at the Unplugged Vic Fest.
Saving up for a rainy day that never came, a black cat that never crossed your path, the spare socks you never needed, girl, the earthquake that never rocked your world, some sensible shoes you never had to wear. Over like a hurricane, a voicemail that nearly drove us both insane. This beautiful breakfast that we didn't cook, and nasty plastic people with their bitchy looks. We're the only ones laughing, honey, it's just us. It'll be alright. It'll be
Well, that's all we have time for this week, so thank you for joining us. Come and join us again next week, where we'll have Phil Cooper in session. So thank you to Molly and the cast of A Number for coming to join us from Swindon Fringe. So it's goodbye from me.
And him.
And him as well. And
we need a much better script writer, don't we?
We do. And to take us up to the news, this is The Shadows and Wonderful Land.